All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are winding down the major market breakdown, looking at the Dow Jones and the DIA. Sorry about that. Look, I'm going to zoom in, obviously, but I'm here for a reason. All right, this 200 moving average has been destroyed and held since early November, right? And the fact that we have now lost it, the fact that the S&P 500 has lost it, I'll show it really quickly. The fact that the Nasdaq has lost it, comp Q, it's scary. All right, it's been a really long time since all three indices have been under the 200 moving average. Like I said, it's actually been since October. All right, and this is the upside of the going up, right? When they were all under it, this is what it was looking like. Okay, we're a long ways away from the death line. This one's probably the furthest. I'm gonna just flash it again. SPX, definitely a little closer, but still a distance away. And then Nasdaq, you'll see, is for sure the closest, right? So again, I'm not much of a person to like pump and dump fear and like all that sort of stuff, but there are a lot of bad technicals happening, and there's obviously a lot of bad news happening. So I'm not going to talk about the Silicon Valley Bank too much. I made it on comments on my last videos. I'll say something quick here. The bank, I've never heard of the bank before these last couple days. That said, it's a top 20 banking institution in the nation. It's the number one tech bank. Roku has already confirmed that they have a lot of money in there, and the FDIC does not insure as much money as they have. Etsy just confirmed that they use Silicon Valley Bank to pay their sellers, and now sellers have to wait. There are a lot of smaller companies that have their payroll, and they might not be able to checks might bounce for people that have just worked the last 2 weeks and are expecting a check, right? And like, what do you do? And it's a for real thing that really might touch Dow Jones too. And you can see it. Obviously, Thursday and Friday was where a lot of the news happened, and the aftermath is there. So that's all I'm going to talk about. We'll get into the technicals, but before we do, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We'll look at the monthly here just because it is a major indice, right? We have our 5 moving averages. Man, the days of our golden line thoughts are well behind us, I think. But yeah, we have these horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms. But even if you don't, just thank you so much for your time. And if you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments, okay? I don't pretend to be perfect or all knowing. And if your opinions are better than mine, I'm telling you, I would love to hear them. You might be helping me as much as I'm trying to help you guys here, right? So, that said, let's get into it. And look, there's a lot of bad happening right here, okay? There's definitely a death cross right there when it goes under. We like golden crosses when they go up, right? So that's not good right there. I see the 20 going down. I see the 8 going down. That's not good. I want to see curve ups, right? Not curve down. And look, this is a small curve down. We just saw what a long, bad curve down can look like, right? And again, the biggest story is losing the 200. What makes it worse is we lost it and we confirmed. That's a real good candle because of it's a confirmation candle for sure. It's not a simple little doji. It's not even a little like maybe doji. It's definitely a good fat candle. A little bit more wicky than ideal, but yeah, that's a good fat body right there. That's enough for me to call that confirmation. And MACD is not looking good. Looks like it wants to keep going lower. RSI actually looks like it wants to keep going lower. Volume has pretty much been under the 50 moving average consistently, except for this sell-off that we're starting to see right now, right? There were a couple good glimpses here, right? But yeah, for the most part, we've literally been under it, but not like this one, right? This one definitely said, hey, we're seeing a sell-off. I don't like how those two look either. This is a bad weekly. This looks as bad as the others. And look, we're now under every single moving average. Not only did we lose the 20, we're now under all of them, right? What used to be the good, beautiful trading above them, we're now going into the black abyss below them, right? And we've got a long way to go to this red line, but this is pretty much a lot of green, 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 green that kind of quickly can turn to red, red, red. Especially look from here, right? Like that's right here. That's nothing but green, right? Couple insignificant reds, but this might be a quick fall to 31 flat. From 31 flat, again, we have a big green, a bunch of little I don't know how strong these lines are gonna be. And again, when you're under the moving app, like these are drawn by me, right? Like again, I'm not perfect. I generally don't like line them up perfectly or edit them to be like these are our like ball. I don't think these two are that strong. This one I do. And this one's red for a reason, right? So definitely some worry here. You know what I mean? Sorry, I zoomed up kind of poorly. Damn, I mean, look at this thing, right? Devastating weekly candle, hard movement on that 8. Like that's a drastic flat down, right? And what's worse is look at this weekly, right? So the Dow Jones, sorry, this thing's lagging, I don't know why. The Dow Jones, look, we've been day to day bullish because on the daily everyone's been over all the moving averages. We've only had the Dow right here above all of them on the weekly for a small moment, and none of the other ones, all the other ones were still in the middle. Okay, this thing's been doing its best to stay on the top. This is now in the middle. All right. And again, it's making me believe that this one's coming down here. Again, I'm just going to flash the other ones. It's making me believe that SPX is going to come down here. It's making me believe that NASDAQ is, oh, why are you lagging, baby? Is already under them. And this is going to confirm pretty poorly, right? I mean, there's a lot happening. It's happening all at the same time. It's being fueled by this like bank failure and collapse. Those are bad words. Failure and collapse of a banking institution. Come on. We're not talking about some weed stock. We're not talking about some EV thing. We're talking about a bank. Banks aren't supposed to fail. Our money's fake. We all know that. But there's this like belief that like the fake money thing is, again, it's all paper and stuff, right? Whatever. But yeah, banks aren't supposed to fail. And then afterwards, Janet's our treasury, right? I shouldn't, disrespect her like that, right? But like, yeah, when she says, hey, it doesn't look like the government's going to bail them out. It does not look like they're going to bail them out. What? Oh, man. You know what I mean? So we'll look at the monthly real quick, but yeah, you can't expect good things. Why are you lagging on me, baby? Don't do that. Yeah, we're now under. This thing was in the 20 moving average realm. It's now under. No bueno, right? So I don't know why this bad boy's laggy. I'm going to cut this just a little short. Oh no, we got to look at the DIA. Let's make sure the DIA looks the same real quick. Sorry. DIA is the Dow Jones ETF. Mirror image, I love it. Obviously it's a bad mirror, but it's good that it's mirrored. Mirror image, I love it. We're in the middle of the cluster. Definitely that same really ugly 8 moving average drop. And then again on the monthly, yeah, we were in the 20 moving average realm. Sorry, too many lines, too tight. And now we're under the 8. So not good here. And again, I'm not here to spread fear. I'm just here to talk about realities. Reality don't look good here is what I'm saying. So I appreciate your time so much. Trade safely out there. And again, if you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments.